One of the things that I think has sort of been glazed over a little bit, we actually wrote the EDA grant, and we received a grant to provide $50,000 right now for existing businesses. This is money that's just, it's not to MRB's benefit other than as a tool to help businesses grow. We cannot encourage enough to have businesses take a look at the opportunities that are available to them. This is $50,000 that wasn't available to businesses before MRB that is now available for MRB and for businesses within the Mesquite region to take advantage of. Next slide, please. Blake touched on the fact that we partnered, a very successful partnership, if I might say, between the Chamber of Commerce and the Mesquite Regional Business. We were not sure how the first time event was going to show up, what was going to take place. We were totally surprised that it sold out before the event's deadline. In fact, in the back of your booklet, and will be online, is the evaluation, because we asked people to evaluate the event. We recapped all of those evaluations and we put that in the packet, and it is available to anybody who wants to see it. We do understand, I mean, when it came to the event itself, people were very, very pleased. What some of the comments were made is they would like to have seen a bigger venue. We had no idea what kind of success it was going to be, so next year we will be much more prepared for that. Next one, please. Our marketing and outreach, that was our objective number one. Okay? We have been very, very fortunate in the fact that some companies have given us in-kind trade and some marketing, such as Reliance Connects, and we truly appreciate that. But we've been very, very actively pursuing outside marketing. In fact, just within this last week, we received this new magazine. Okay, in it, it has a section focused on Nevada, specific on doing business in Nevada. We were interviewed in the editorial section for this piece, and we were able to talk about doing business in Mesquite, specifically. 85,000 readership for site consultants and businesses considering relocation in this magazine alone. And there's 2 extra sets here for you as well. Next slide. We will continue to sing the praises of what Mesquite has to offer. We had Janet Addy with Addy Voltage come in and do a fam tour. She is a nationwide, highly respected site consultant, and she really thought a lot of Mesquite. She provided a lot of feedback to us on some of the things that we needed to pay a more direct attention to, on what was the best approach for us right now. Again, Allison spoke to C.J. Matthew. We did a fam tour with her and Allison. And then we also stay in front of the Governor's Office of Economic Development. We do not want them to forget that we are here. We had Des Craig come in and Perry Urserum, and we are hoping that within the next 2 weeks we will have Mike Skaggs, who is the state's primary business recruitment development manager, working directly for the governor. We want him to also be aware of what Mesquite has to offer. Within 2 weeks, Jonas Peterson from Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance, the gentleman who wrote the letter, he will be out here, and we will show him the opportunities that are here. The more people know about who we are and what we do, the more we come to their mind when they have clients that are talking to them. And then in the first week of February, we will have a nationwide, highly respected site consultant come in again for another full fam tour for 2.5 days. And we're really excited about that. Nevada Rural Housing Authority, Allison pretty much said it all. This is a huge opportunity for rural Nevada. This provides huge incentives for homeowners or renters looking at buying their home. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be first home buyers. You can have, if you haven't owned a home for 3 years, you can apply for these grants and incentives. It's everything from down payments to tax credits to, I just highly encourage you to take a look at these, because these types of programs that we want to identify makes our workforce more stable. It helps the businesses with their workforce as well. We continue to keep our website current, and we keep working on making sure that we put as much information out there as possible. When we visited with you back in June, we had just released the Zoom Prospector website. There was only 1 property listed. Right now we have 11 properties listed. The value that I can't tell enough about this is, while Las Vegas Global Economic Alliance, they use a Las Vegas a Las Vegas real estate company to populate their database. This database, while it may be just for Mesquite, it's marketed across the country through Zoom Prospector. You can go on the Zoom Prospector website and find specific information. You can find these properties anywhere in the nation. So the outreach is much, much farther. Next slide, please. When we talk about prospects, when we talked in June, we only had 19 prospects. And in December, because that's when I had to have the report finalized, we had 36 prospects to date. What we've seen is a change in trend, just a little bit. We see more attention that's coming to us from retail and service-related businesses, and we see more attention from the manufacturing industries. We see a downtick a little bit on technology-based industries. Next slide, please. What we also see is that there is a much more attention being paid to us from outside Nevada, from 12 to 20. We also see a little more attention from within Nevada, but not local, from 2 to 8 companies taking a look at us, and we have a little, 3 more. We've doubled our outreach within local businesses or startups that have come to us for assistance. MRB financials. It hasn't changed much. We are a service-based organization, and personnel is the service that we offer, and that's what we pay for. What I want to bring to your attention is the fact that we have $15,000 of in-kind trade coming from local businesses and supporting our efforts. And right now we have $2,505 cash infusion from outside businesses. The board has been working and making further outreach to help diversify that more over time. I also want to bring to your attention that we've done a lot more marketing, $14,000 in marketing. We will continue to do that marketing, but we also want to continue to do as much free advertising as possible. Next slide, please. On our activities, I went through everything that we've done since February when I was hired. That's 11 months through the end of December, 11 months now. We've had 36 clients. We've had 24 meetings with economic development organizations, 24 meetings with chamber organizations. We've done 9 existing business surveys, and we will continue to focus on existing businesses. We've done 6 FAM tours with what you see 4 more coming in the very near future. And we've had 6 task force meetings when we met with decision makers from power, gas, people like that. So we really are continuing to make that outreach and bring awareness of what we're doing in this region and what our opportunities are. And to make it a long story, take a little bit longer, what we're planning on doing is we had the opportunity to meet with Easton LaChapelle, such a bright young man, at the Paralong Drug event. And they have promised to come back, and we are going to put on an Innovation and Technology Summit on the prosthesis and orthotics-based industries. And we will, Mr. LaChapelle was also on a TEDx event, and we've received confirmation from Stratasys 3D printers and Oak Ridge National Laboratories, Dr. Love, that does robotics and prosthetics research as well. So we have these speakers lined up already, and we're really going to make the outreach and invite a lot of the companies in these industries to come visit Mesquite and really understand what opportunities there are here. We'd love for them to see that this would be a great training place for rehabilitation, or I hate to say the word to focus on wounded warriors alone while that market is not going away. We have also recognized the fact that with the diabetic industry, diabetes epidemic, the way that it is, more people are losing their limbs from that disease than any other. So this is not a short-term industry. This industry has a lot of growth involved in it, and customizing prosthetics to individual users through 3D printing is a huge industry, and robotics is another one. So we're focusing on that as well as an industry to focus on for Mesquite. So, bottom line, I want you to know that economic development is a process. It's not 1 or 2 events. It is a journey. You can't stop in the middle of the road and say, oh, well, we're done. We do want to be held accountable. We do want to make sure that you have measurables on us. I have worked in rural communities because I see much more reward for me to see the businesses actually change and happen for them. We are a professional organization, and we have saved the city money from what it was expending before. And with that, any questions and answers? Oh, and I have extra copies of the letters we received that were read earlier up here for anybody who wants to see them.